Garrett, how you doing, my man?
Good, doing good. How are you?
Awesome, my man. Glad to have you on Future Watch. I think you're a bright, upcoming star here in Power Slap. Let's get into your background. What brought you to Power Slap in the first place?
So actually, it was my buddy from work, TJ Thomas. Was working with him during my apprenticeship, and got picked and came down and competed. And after he came back, he talked me into doing it. So he put me in contact with Erica, and here we are now.
Absolutely. Did you always have the confidence and thought that you could do it, that belief, because when you're on the show, it's certainly coming off like you feel like you belong.
What was that? You broke up for a second.
Oh, I was just saying that, what from your background gave you that confidence and the belief that you could do this, because you seem to be exuding it, as part of the show.
Man, honestly, I've had my ass whooped pretty bad. I've had my face stomped into the concrete. I mean, I've been kneed, punched, kicked in the head. I've been jumped by 5-6 people. I've never been knocked out. So I didn't think someone was going to knock me out with a slap. So I knew I hit pretty hard. I knew I had probably as hard of a shot or as hard of a slap as anyone in my division. And I think I got as good of a chin too. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to give it a shot.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Were you kind of a ballroom, like a barroom brawler, or like just rough and tumble growing up? And, how was kind of your upbringing?
Yeah, I mean, my whole childhood, well, I had an older brother, 6 years older than me, and then I got 2 little twin brothers that are 6 years younger than me. So, I mean, it's been 4 boys in the house my whole life, everybody wrestling, fighting, playing around. I mean, it's been a rough house my whole life. So, I mean, I think that's part of the reason I am how I am nowadays. But, yeah, as I started getting out of high school or through high school in my early 20s, definitely had some bar fights, some stupid, just mainly all drunk fights is what it was. But yeah, been in a few of them. Definitely won a few. Definitely lost a few.
Seeing TJ go down, and be in Power Slap, was that kind of the extra push you kind of needed to want to sign up yourself, or like, what was that burning motivation for you to get involved?
If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even really know what it was until TJ signed up for it and came down and competed. I was just, I don't know, never really heard of it. And after I seen it and heard about his, it sounded kind of like something I wanted to give a try.
Awesome, man. Let's talk about the house a little bit. Being there, 20 other guys. We got to see the fight of the 2 Garretts. How exciting was that? Kind of getting in there, being part of that house, and was quite probably the best battle we've seen, between Tough and Road to the Title yet.
I mean, yeah, so I told myself and my family and everybody, before I went down to the house, I was like, I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to be on my best behavior down there because I don't want to make myself look like an ass on TV. And then sure enough, first day I get into the house, they got fridge fulls of them Monster Beasts, and we got endless amounts of Dana's Hollerhead whiskey. So, I mean, I was getting fucked up. Before I knew it, I was probably 12 to 15 beers deep and 8 shots by the end of the night. And me and Garrett just started talking shit, and before you knew it, he started swinging. So the fight didn't last long. We both landed one good shot. I busted up his lip pretty good. He split my nose pretty good. We both ended up down at the Apex getting stitches that night. But yeah, no, I don't regret anything in that house. It was a good time hanging out with them guys. I mean, while I was there, the whole time I was like, man, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get out of here. I want my phone. I want this. But then as soon as I got out for like the last 2 months, that's all I wanted to do is go back. Just like, I don't know, such a cool experience just being with everybody who's kind of like the same fucked up in the head that you are. Like everybody enjoys the same things. Everybody gets along. I mean, it was a good time, really. I think they were wanting more drama than what actually happened, but everybody got along so well in the house that, I mean, there wasn't really any drama besides for me and Garrett the first night.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite the epic fight. Kind of piecing this together, trying to see if I can get your side of the story on it. So we seen Hayden in his man diaper cooking a steak behind you. The rumor is that your blood ended up in his steak, and he still finished to cooking it and actually eating it afterwards. So is
Oh,
Hayden a cannibalist?
he had blood all over his ribs, all over his chest. I mean, it was a bloodbath in there. There was blood everywhere. And yeah, the best part was he just acted like nothing even happened. He didn't even, like, he turned around. He wasn't even watching the fight. He just stayed there cooking his steak like it wasn't none of his business. He was just doing him.
That's too funny, my man. That's too funny. Definitely one of the pinnacle points of the show where things definitely got heated. But let's talk about the match a little bit. I'm gonna try one thing real quick here. If you can't see it, just tell me. I want to try it one more time. Can you see the video at all?
Not right now.
Not right now. All right. Just kind of showing the tail of the tape between you two guys.
Yeah, I can see it now, actually.
It's coming up. Awesome. And let's keep rocking with this, man. So going up against Merlis, talk me through this first strike as you're getting ready to take it from him.
Oh, I just flinch up, roll them shoulders up, bite down, and tighten that neck as hard as I can. I know some people like to go loose neck and kind of try to roll with the slap, but I'm more of just I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat everything you got to offer. I'm not gonna sit there and try to roll with it. I'm gonna take your shot.
Yeah, probably one of the most egregious, clubs that we've seen yet. Did you know it was a club in the moment?
I think, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of excited to see this because I feel like he clubbed me all 3 times. It felt like he hit me in the same spot every time, just way about an inch and a half too deep. So we'll see.
Okay.
During the fight, I was for real surprised that they didn't disqualify me after the second hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a big up for you. Now if you hit him clean, obviously in a 3-round fight, puts you in a huge advantage. You seem very, very confident, my man. You're going up there. You want to push the pace.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, as soon as he got that first foul and I felt his first slap, I knew he wasn't going to knock me out, and I knew that I'm a clean striker and that I wasn't gonna get a foul on a club or a step like he was. So I mean, I knew from that point that was high there a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be hitting him deep. That I didn't think I had anything to worry about. After I got that club, I was pretty confident I already had the win.
Being in the house with Merlis, did you think he was going to put up a good fight?
Oh yeah, coming out of the house, I honestly thought he was my toughest fight in my weight class.
Yeah, we're coming up to the second round here. Obviously, that first one, definitely was high. You didn't get a good clean strike on that one.
Yeah, I definitely hit him way high on that one.
But obviously a 10-8 for you. Yeah, we can't hear the audio, but Dana's obviously impressed by your chin. Yeah, I can see what you mean there. That one's a little deep as well.
Hey, if I'm gonna be honest with you, at that point I was fucking rocked.
Were you? Yeah.
My legs were. It wasn't even that I was rocked in my head. My legs started shaking and I couldn't control them. Like in my head, I was good, but my knees were so weak.
Yeah.
This was my best slap here. I remember second round, I put a fucking slap on him.
Absolutely. Stumbles him back.
Yeah, I rocked his ass with that one.
Were you surprised he was still standing?
If I would have hit him twice like that, if I would have hit him twice just like that, he wouldn't have stayed standing.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was definitely a good one. But you see you shaking your head, man. You're almost wanting to bring it on.
Yeah, I'm like, give me all you got. Give me a better shot than the last one. Like it's the third round. You better hit me hard here. This is the last one you get.
Almost like an Alan Klingbeil like swing. Let's talk through this, my man.
See, I was rocked there.
Yeah, you want to touch your toes and you almost fall over. That's funny. So at this point here, you probably know you got it. Do you remember this at all, or was it all just a blur?
Yeah, no, I actually remember the fight pretty well, really.
Okay. Nice. You got to keep it clean and you pretty much take it home at this point. So they go to review and you see him and you see the judge telling you that. Did you think it was on you or on him?
Oh, he definitely flinched. That was a hard flinch. How did they not call that? After watching that in slow-mo, he flinched hard.
Yeah, there we go, my man. How great is that?
Yeah, that was about what I expected. I knew that third one. That's what I've been telling everyone. I was like, that third one, I was fucking rocked. I was like, my legs went weak. I was Bambi-legged. I didn't hit the ground, though. That's what counts.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't suggest touching your toes and doing a dance next time around because
man, I was trying to get some feeling back in my legs. As I told you, my legs were so numb. I was trying to find my feet.
That's so funny.
I had to touch my toes to make sure my feet were still there. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. Gotcha. Did you get a chance to talk to Dana after that match? And if you did, what did he say to you?
No, actually, I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. I haven't really had the opportunity to talk to him one-on-one yet.
Oh, really? Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, hopefully it'll come up real soon, my man, that you'll get that opportunity. I don't want you to give anything away, but what can people expect from you, for the rest of the show? And actually, I guess that was a second round matchup, wasn't it? So that puts you on the Power Slap 6. So I guess we can talk about it. What can people expect from you coming up in Power Slap 6?
Power Slap 6, I'm putting Wesley Drain on his fucking ass. It's going to be the first time he sees the fucking canvas, but it's happening. I don't care all the shit he can talk. He know he's going on his back. That's why he's talking all that shit. He's scared. I'm about to hit his ass harder than anyone has hit him yet. He ain't ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Comparing these old guys versus the new guys, do you feel, kind of the experience versus the youth? Do you feel it's kind of a change of the guard? I mean, you were in there with some pretty good guys, some pretty bright prospects. Do you think the guys in the second house are much more prepared than the guys were the first time around?
I wouldn't say much more prepared. I think there was a handful of us that were. I mean, I think like some of the guys that got beat in the first round, it looked like they never even thrown a slap before they came down to the competition. But I mean, there's a few of them. I mean, some guys came down, had some really impressive slaps. So I mean, I wouldn't say we're that much better season, but I think here in a few months, once we get some good some more title fights in, I think some of the guys from the second season will definitely be holding them belts.
Yeah. So we're sitting right now about 30 days out. What are you doing to train and prepare?
Really train and prepare and go down usually 2 days a week on Thursdays and Sundays. We drive out to Arnold, me and the Gorilla Smack Squad. We train down in Arnold, get a good like hour and a half session in twice a week. And then back home, I just got some free weights downstairs, some dumbbells, got a little cable machine, Smith machine. So do some weightlifting, just stay in shape. Nothing too crazy. Can't really go too hard on the lift and got to stay down at 185. I already got a pretty big cut every time. So I ain't trying to put on any more size than what I have now. Just trying to maintain, kind of stay in shape.
Gotcha, my man. Yeah, I hear you. 185. Do you think that's your natural weight class, or do you kind of eventually see yourself going up, in the future?
It would take a lot for me to go up, honestly. Since high school, for the last 12 years, I've pretty much sat at the exact same size.
Okay.
I never really get over 205 pounds. I kind of sit at like that 198 to 202, 205 kind of range on average day. For me to fight at 205, I would have to walk around at 220, 225 in order for me to want to, come up to 205 to fight.
I hear you, man.
I mean, that's how I am. I'm not going to walk around and fight at the same weight.
Of course. Yeah. No,
Didn't do that in wrestling. Wouldn't do that in MMA. I'm not going to do it in here in this.
Yeah. So that cut you're undertaking, 12-ish pounds, 12, 15 pounds. Is it something that you're used to from wrestling? Like you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my body, I'd sweat ridiculously. I think the morning I woke up, I had 9 pounds to lose, and I sat in a sauna for 30 minutes, and I was at weight.
Oh, crazy. That's
I'm
wild,
dead
man.
serious. Like, I thought I was going to have a long morning ahead of me. I woke up at like
Yeah.
5:30, and by like 6:15, I was already laying back in bed waiting for weigh-ins.
Amazing, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, buddy. One last one for you. Where can people follow you on social media to follow your journey?
Facebook, Garrett Grimes, or on Instagram at Ship from Garrett.
Awesome, buddy. Appreciate you, my man. Look forward to seeing you there down in Vegas.
Yep. Appreciate you. See you guys down there.